Hi everyone, welcome to Club Belly Dance. This is a very short practice, about 20 minutes, maybe just a tiny bit over, but definitely less than 30 minutes. And today we are focusing on hip work on the up. My name is Morgan Faye, and I am so excited to be a guest here on Datura Online. So, as I said, while we were waiting, if you have any questions for me throughout class, go ahead and ask. This is an all levels class. It's great for beginners, but more experienced dancers can also take this class and polish their fundamentals and all of that, because fundamentals are always great to return to. So let's get started. So I'm gonna turn and face the mirror. We're gonna start with a warm up and a little posture check-in. So let's start with the feet. I'm gonna lift my hands just a little bit so you can see my feet. So I'm standing about hip width apart. My feet are facing forward, but if your feet face out to the side a little bit, that's totally fine, as long as your knees track out over your toes. So we'll check in with that in just a second. So we're gonna start by just rocking forward and back, feeling where the weight is in your feet. We want a nice grounded, neutral foot position, right? So somewhere in between the ball and the heel of your feet. So find that nice neutral center zone. And then we're gonna rock from side to side. So now I'm feeling the weight shift from the outside and the inside of my feet. And again, we want a nice neutral position in the foot. I have you can use me as a bad example. I have a bad tendency of putting the weight on the outside of my feet, which means I twist my ankles a lot. So I'm saying this as a reminder to myself also, not just for you. So good, finding a nice neutral center zone in the feet. So now let's check in with our knees. So we're gonna bend our knees and straighten. And when we bend our knees, if you look down, I'm gonna be quiet because I'm speaking right into the mic right now. If you bend your knees, you wanna make sure your knees are tracking out over your toes. So if you do like to stand with external rotation, it's totally fine, like I said, but just make sure that your knees are tracking out over your toes. So you have a good relationship between your feet and your ankles and your knees, right? And when we straighten our knees, I'm not locking out the knee joint. I still am keeping just a little micro bend in the knees. That's to keep our knees safe so we can keep dancing for a long time, right? Okay, good. So let's leave a slight bend in the knee for now, just as we're checking in with our posture. And let's check in with the hips. So I'm gonna put my hands on my hips, and you can do the same at home. It's totally fine to touch yourself in this class. So we're gonna rock the pelvis forward and back. And I'm trying to use my lower abdominal muscles and my lower back muscles to power this movement. And I'm gonna try to relax my glutes. So everyone take your hands, put them on your butt cheeks. And we're gonna try not to squeeze our butt cheeks to tuck the pelvis under, which anatomically speaking is one of the functions of the glutes. But you know, we're gonna disregard that. Belly dance isn't always the most natural of dances. So I'm focusing on my transverse abdominis, which is about 1 or 2 inches below the belly button, and low back muscles to release, yeah? So again, just like we did with the feet, we're gonna look for a nice neutral pelvis, okay? So somewhere in between your tuck and your release. So go ahead and find what you think is neutral. And if at any time you feel any tension in your low back as we do this class, it might mean that you just need to tuck your pelvis under a tiny bit more just to engage your core, right? To protect the low back. Okay, so we've got the lower half of our body now. Let's come up into the ribs. We're gonna take a nice breath in, exhale. We're gonna relax the ribs so that they're in alignment with the pointy bits of your hips, yeah? So sometimes in our daily life, we get this if we're working on the computer a lot, or maybe if you've done this dance for a while, you might have a lifted chest. Just for our neutral posture, we're gonna try to keep those ribs in alignment with those hips, yeah? All right, we're gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and let's float the arms out to the side like we have two balloons under our armpits, yeah? So arms tend to get forgotten about, and even though we're focusing on the hips, I'm gonna keep reminding you about your arms throughout class. So last thing, well, two last things. Look at your fingers, or give them a little wiggle. How about that? I want you to think about light or energy shooting out through the fingertips so that they're not doing anything like this. Sometimes when we think too much, our fingers get involved, right? Okay, now the final thing I want you to think about for your posture is we're gonna elongate through the top of the head so that we create space all the way down the back. So you have space between your vertebrae. So this is our neutral belly dance posture for whatever style of belly dance you do, doesn't matter. So let's get into hip work on the up. Great. Okay, so start by bending one knee at a time. And notice what happens when you bend a knee. Your hip responds, right? So when I'm looking, I see my knee is bending and that same hip is dropping down, right? And I'm just focused on my skeleton right now, really. I'm not worried about the muscles just yet. We're gonna add them in a minute. We're just figuring out the relationship between our knee and our hips. Good. Okay, let's float the arms out to the side. And I'm going to bend my knees a little bit more so that we're sunk down a little bit more. And I'm gonna think about bending and straightening my knees as my knees are a little more bent in our neutral posture. Okay, so again, this is just structural. I'm just thinking about bending and straightening my knees. And now we're gonna think about the obliques. So I'm gonna think about, ooh, a nice squeeze in the side to bring my hip up and in towards my midline, right in the center of my body. So it's like you're bringing your hip up and into your belly button. So just focusing on the obliques right now. The glutes are staying nice and relaxed. Let's go a little bit faster. Left, right, left. Now, this is a hip work on the up class, but hip work on the up and hip work on the down are kind of the same thing. It's just where we're putting the emphasis in the music. So in the song, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. So on the downbeat of the music, where I count 1, 2, 3, 4, or my quarter notes, I guess, my hip is going up, right? But your other hip is going down, so anatomically speaking, they are the same movement, but I want to give you all the tools in your toolbox so you can choose to express the music however you want to. Okay, so now let's slow it down. I'm gonna try squeezing my glute. Squeeze. So the same hip that we're lifting, I'm gonna squeeze that glute to add a little bit of emphasis at the end of the movement. My knees are still working, right? They have to, because your skeleton has to move. But the glute squeeze adds a different feeling to it, right? So let's alternate between a glute squeeze and an oblique hip lift. So oblique, 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 and glute, 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 and oblique, 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 and add your glute, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's go a little bit faster with the glute. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And if you're a beginner and you're like, whoa, my butt does not squeeze individually, I don't know what you're asking me. Just focus on your knees going bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, yeah? So we're gonna take this and we're gonna start to travel with it, okay? So let's just start with the feet. So we're gonna pick up one foot at a time, just normal walking, right? What I've found is that for a lot of people, your hips naturally lift as you step, right? That's not always the case. Some people do walk with their hips going down, but we're gonna try to emphasize hips going up. And you can think about like adding a little swing to your hips just to get the feeling going, right? This is a slightly different movement, but I want you to feel it first. Okay, so now I'm gonna think about squeezing my oblique as I'm stepping. Yeah, so squeeze and step, squeeze and step, squeeze and step. Good. So let's try to take some baby steps going forward. And you know, we're all working in different spaces at home or on the go, so you know, only go as far as you can without, you know, running into cats or dogs or children or whatever. So baby steps going backwards, and I'm squeezing my oblique. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now let's try glute, glute, squeeze, squeeze. Now, I want to be clear. When we add our glutes, let's go forward. It's like the glute is just adding a little emphasis on the end. It's not the glute that's lifting the hip, because the glute, anatomically, the purpose of the glute is not to lift the hip. But we can use the glute to add a little bit of like, if we want to, if the music calls for it, right? So let's go back. And just for fun, let's try lifting the arms up overhead. And when I lift my arms up overhead, I'm gonna turn to the side, I'm gonna keep the hips going. I'm keeping my arms in front of my face a little bit, kind of like a ballet fifth position, just to protect our shoulders. If you are a fusion dancer and you wanna do a different kind of arm position, that's also fine. Good, keep it moving. In this class, we're not gonna stop, so at any time, you can take a break and you can get some water, do a little forward fold, whatever you need to do, okay? So now, we're gonna add a traveling pattern onto this. So, we're gonna go forward, middle, back, middle, or right foot, left foot, right foot, left. Forward, in place, behind, in place. So just feel that out for a second. This was taught to me as the Sharqi step. And Sharqi in Arabic just means east. But it's a common step that you'll find in Raqs Sharqi specifically, but you could use it in fusion dance too. That's totally fine. So now let's try to think about the hip going up every step that we take. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna speed it up. 2, 3, 4. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can add your obliques. Squeeze, squeeze, hip up, hip up and in. So really, my right foot is doing most of the work. My left foot's just kind of hanging out in place. You can add a little glute squeeze at the end. Fingers are relaxed. Arms are outstretched just a tiny bit, so you're creating a little frame so people can see your hip work. Okay, let's try it on the other side. So now, I'm gonna go left, middle, left back, and in place. So left foot behind, in place. So Sharqi step, just on with the left foot leading. Feeling it out, letting the hips start to lift, exploring. How do you like to do this movement? Do you like to use your obliques? Do you like how that looks for your body? Does it feel good? Do you like doing this with a glute squeeze? Okay, let's speed it up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left foot, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Wiggling the fingers, making sure we're sending energy out of the fingertips. add a little glute squeeze if you're feeling it. And you can experiment, like I said, if you're a beginner and the glute squeeze is not happening, it's totally fine. We're just thinking about trying to lift the hip every time we take a step. Okay, so now we're gonna use this to travel to our left. And again, you might be in a small space, so scope it out before you start moving. But we're just scooching a little bit and scooch a little bit, and then we're gonna switch sides. So right and right foot. So stay here for just a second so your feet can get oriented. And then we're gonna travel to our right. Right, left, right, left. So just scooching a little bit as we step. Good. 5, 6, let's switch. And left and left. And we're gonna keep scooting to our left. Left, left, right, left, right, left, right, and switch, right. Traveling to our right, right, left, left. And experimenting, trying to squeeze those obliques to lift the hip. You can add your glute to add a little emphasis. 5, 6, let's switch sides. Left, traveling to our left. Let's bring the arms up overhead just to change things up a little bit. For more experienced dancers, if you want to add different arm patterns on top of this, you totally can. 5, 6, 7, switch. I think our song is ending, but we're gonna keep going. Okay, let's come to a nice central spot, and I'm going to take one foot up on the ball, and we're gonna lift the hip up and set it back down. So I'm thinking about bringing my hip up and in and setting it back down to neutral. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And let's add some arms to this. So I'm gonna have one arm up towards the sky. And again, stylization-wise, you can have your hand facing in or you can have your hand facing out, whichever you prefer. My right arm is gonna be out horizontal, parallel to the floor, and up and down. And I'm squeezing my oblique to make this lift happen. Let's go a little bit faster. Up, 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 up. I can't see you at home, but I know you're doing great. Up, 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 up. A little bit faster. Now, anytime you go faster, your movement is going to get a little smaller. That's totally fine. We're gonna still think, how can I make this as juicy and big as possible, even if I am going faster? Up, 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 up. Good. We're gonna do this on the left side. 5, 6, 5, 6, switching sides. So let's bring our right arm to the sky. Our left arm is gonna be out to the side, horizontal, and now my left foot is up in releve or up on the ball. And we're gonna lift our left hip up and set it back down. Up and down, and up and down. I just noticed something that I was doing. Stylization-wise, if you are a fusion dancer, you might wanna be a little bit lower and a little more isolated. If you are a Raqs Sharqi dancer, you could add a little level to this, and you can experiment regardless of whatever style that it is that you do. How I'm adding a level is I'm just bending my standing leg and straightening it a little bit. So let's go a little bit faster. Lift, 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 lift. So I'm using my oblique, squeeze, 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 squeeze. You could think about this also as like, if you want to lift your foot, this is a stylization thing, but you could think about pressing a big red button on the floor, and every time you press that button, your hip lifts up. So that's another way to think about this, yeah? Okay, let's go a little bit faster. Up, 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 just so that we can say that we did it even on both sides. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna not travel with it, but we're gonna move it around in our personal zone, let's say that. Okay, so let's come to the right side. So my right foot's gonna be on releve. I'm gonna have my left arm to the sky, right arm is out. And with my foot, I'm gonna go forward, middle, back, and forward, middle, back, and center. Forward, middle, back, center. And when I'm going forward and out to the side and back, it's not a lot. It's just a tiny bit. You could stylize this. This feels very like 70s to me, but we're gonna keep it small for right now. If you wanna play with that, you certainly can. So now, forward, middle, back, and forward. Try to lift your hip every time you touch your foot. So forward, side, back, neutral. Forward, side, back, and neutral. Forward, side, back, neutral. If you're feeling it, you can bring your arms up into a little frame. Should we try going faster? Oh, well, let's wait for the music to come back. This does not say fast to me at all. Out, back, forward, out, back, forward, out, back, middle. Okay, let's hold for just a second. We're gonna go forward, middle, back, center. Forward, middle, back, center. Let's try it. Forward, middle, back, center. Forward, middle, back, center. Forward, middle, back, center. Forward, middle, back, center. Good, just a couple more and then we're gonna do it on the other side. Okay, coming to the other side. Right arm comes to the sky, left arm is out. Let's get our hip bump going. And then we're gonna go forward, side, back, and center. Forward just a little bit. It doesn't have to be huge. Center. Because honestly, sometimes the closer your feet are under you, the bigger your hip movement can be. Sometimes when your feet get too wide, your hip movement can get a little bit smaller. So let's speed that up just a little bit. Forward, middle, back. Forward, middle, back, neutral. 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 So now on this song, we're gonna combine everything that we've done so far. So let's start just with our hip lift in place. And my feet are kind of, stuck to the ground, which can be challenging, right? So I'm thinking about bending and straightening my knees. And now let's pick up the feet as we lift the hips. And again, you can use your obliques here, or you can use your glutes, or you can do both. And let's travel forward. If you want to follow along with me and you want to add arms, you certainly can. That's extra credit. And baby steps going back. And forward. We're gonna change this to the Sharqi step in just a second. We're gonna go to the right. So we're gonna go forward, middle, back, middle. And we're traveling, little baby steps going to the side. Forward. And forward. And we're gonna switch sides. So now your left is leading. Left and back. And we're traveling, little baby steps going to our left. Okay, we're gonna change this movement. Now, my right foot is in releve. We're gonna lift and lift, nice and slow, because the canoe is that plucked instrument. Let's go a little bit faster. Up, up, right, 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 right. We're gonna switch to the left side. So step, Right arm up, left arm down, and we're gonna lift that left hip and lift. Keeping it slow at first. Lift and faster. Up, 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 up. Now let's try our forward, middle, back, neutral. Forward, forward, side, back, neutral. Forward, side, back, neutral. Forward, side, back, neutral. It's driving me nuts. I'm not on the one, but that's okay. Forward. Let's try it on the other side. So right foot in, releve, get your hip bump going first. And forward, side, back, middle, forward, side, back, middle, forward, side, back, middle. Last time. Excellent. Oh, let's cool down, okay? So we're gonna take a nice big inhale, arms come up overhead, and let's reach up and over to our right side. And it's like you have a big beach ball over here. So we're coming up and then over onto that side. So we're not crunching on this right side, but we're expanding through the left side. You can shake your head to relax your neck. And we're breathing. I hope you were breathing the whole time. That would be great. Let's inhale. And arms up. We're gonna come up and over to the other side. So again, now you have that beach ball on your left side. You're gonna come up and over the beach ball and you're gonna think expanding through the right side of the body. We were doing a lot of oblique stuff today. Oh, taking some nice deep breaths. You could shake the head to relax the neck a little bit. And inhale. Let's bring those arms up. And exhale. Good work, everyone. Let's do some big hip circles. So the goal with the Club Belly Dance series, the Sonic Jams, is to just focus on like one focus and be quick about it, because we have a bunch of things going on in our daily lives, and I love long practices, and I wish I could do long practices, but my life won't let me sometimes. So these are quick practices to make sure that you're getting your dance in for the day, because we do need to practice to get better at what we're working on, right? So let's switch directions. This is really casual. If you feel any spots that you're like, ooh, I want to stretch that out a little bit more, you can hang out there for just a second. Ooh, that's nice, right? Yes, exactly. Beautiful. So this Club Belly Dance live stream series with myself and Rachel is happening on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I know some of you are all over the world, so that time will change depending on where you are, of course. And all of those live streams and live stream replays are free. Let's come back to neutral. We're gonna inhale, and we're gonna come into a forward fold. So if this is your first forward fold of the day, go ahead and bend your knees a lot. We're focusing on the low back, and you don't have to come all the way down if you're like, that is plenty, that is fine for my low back. If you feel like you want more of a stretch, you can come all the way down and let your head hang. Yeah, so all of these live streams and live stream replays are free, and they're part of the Stick With It challenge, which is just a way to get you to build the habit of dancing. So let's go ahead and bend both knees. We're gonna roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Your head's the last thing that comes up. We're gonna inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So the next Club Belly Dance is Slow Jams, and that is with Rachel, coming up on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And that is a longer class. That's gonna be about an hour, I believe. Let's bring the shoulders forward and down. And then you can join me on Tuesdays and Thursdays for those quickies, right? So the next Sonic Jam, the next fast one, we're gonna be doing hip work on the down. All right, one more big inhale. Arms come up overhead, fingers are wide. Exhale, Oh, wonderful work, everyone. Good job. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to be here as a guest teacher all month long. I'm going to take a look at your comments, but you're free to go. I won't keep you around if you don't want to stay. But I'm going to see if you have any questions. Oh, yes, exactly. The stylization. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the level change is so Raqs Sharqi, isn't it? Fusion is way more isolated than Raqs Sharqi is. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It was a pleasure to have you here. Like I said, join Rachel in just a few days for the slow, ooey gooey stuff, and I will see you next time. I'm going to keep the chat open. You can keep saying hi to each other, and the replay of this class will be up very soon. Thank you so much. Have a great, if it's still the first day of the year for you, have a great first day of the year, but have a great start to 2026. Okay, bye, everyone.